Alrighty, let's have a look at this book. Self-Defense by Judo. $3.95. Published in 1975, so a few years younger than me. Knuckle wrap, inward twist. Nice. Outside wrist lock. That's not legal in judo. Folded wrist lock. Knee blow. Ouch. Upward knife blow. That would get you disqualified from modern Olympic judo. Oh, what's that? Oh, nope. All right. Figure one sumo wrestler, page 17. All right. The aim of this book is to present a manual of self-defense, kimiwaza, for the practiced judoka and the Tairo, T-Y. Hitherto, few self-defense books have presented this subject as an integral part of judo. This book is based on the kimi no kata of the Kodokan and the specialized kimiwaza of the Marunouchi Police Dojo in Tokyo. All right. Before commencing to study the material in this book, be assured of one thing. Self-defense is not a big bag of tricks whereby one becomes a master of self-defense and invulnerable to physical attack because of the number of exercises one has learnt. The greatest mistake of the Tairo is to adopt a rigid attitude of mind which induces an inflexible system of set answers to set attacks. One must develop a physical and mental poise of deconcentrated thought and posture to deal with a fluid set of circumstances rapidly and constantly changing. Yeah. The aim of self-defense, as taught in this book, is to provide a means of protection from physical attack. Well, thank you for... The old jiu-jitsu schools thought little of broken limbs or even death, but it is not the intention to train the reader to reciprocate with violence of a punitive nature to any attack, but to restrain and hold a would-be attacker with the minimum of force. Well, how nice. In a civilian community, if one can hold an attacker helpless by the application of a skillful hold, then to retort to knockout and killing blows, so greatly admired and exploited in television and films, is rather an unnecessary extreme and not legally justifiable. Well, well. This sumo wrestler looks slim. I like his kimono, though. Or kilt, or I guess kilt would be Scottish, but... Explanation of karate and aikido. Karate is a system of fighting without weapons, where the feet, fists, edge of the hand, and fingertips play the primary role. Okay. Aikido is a system of attack and defense, where the participants are armed with staffs, spears, swords, and knives, or unarmed against an armed opponent. The word aikido is composed of I, meaning harmony, and ki, meaning mind, and do, as in judo, meaning warrior principle. The fundamental principles of aikido are akin to those of judo. I don't know if I agree with that. You fight a judoka and you fight an aikido guy. It's not similar. And I've done both of those things. Speed and surprise. Huzzah! That's anticipation of the antagonist's action. Throw a cup of coffee in their face before they can throw a cup of coffee in your face. flexibility of thought and action, posture. So when you're standing on the bus, this is the shield your eyes from the sun. Wave hello to your grandmother. That's nice. Kazushi. Not Kazushi Sakuraba. In the sport of judo is the affecting of kazushi, the disequilibrium of the opponent. True enough. Defensive use of the hands. They may be readily moved into the positions. Blah, blah, blah. Lesson 1, knuckle wrap. This is possibly the most simple form of self-defense move which is used for breaking free from an opponent who has gripped both of your wrists. Uke stands in front of Tori and grasps both of these. Blah, blah, blah. Tori wraps the back of Uke's left knuckles. Tori wraps the back of Uke's left knuckles down onto Uke's thumb. A quick, decisive action to be made. The shock and pain will... Bang their hands together or something. That one's not illustrated. Breaking a one-handed grip. Oh, this one sucks. I call that one the S armbar. That one sucks. Or the S arm, the wrist lock. You can do that to almost anybody. You bend their wrist inwards like that. You can't really, you know. This one is a wrist lock. That one also painful. You show this to people and they're like, yeah, but I could punch you with my other fist. I could punch you with my other hand, man. And it's like, oh yeah, let me do that to you. You know? Yep. That's another one. What's up, bro? I'd punch you. Same thing here. Boom! But getting your wrist broken. You know? Doesn't cross your mind to start throwing punches when your hand's being torn off or whatever. Wrist twisting. Not totally sure what's going on there. It's like he's like rubbing his junk against the guy's knee or something. That's not what's happening. Having worked through lesson 1, you have been introduced to the rudiments of wrist locking. Please do not go about trying them on everyone. You will fail. It will take painstaking practice to become efficient, so confine your practice to the correct time and place. So, find a masochistic friend and... Oh, more wrist locks. Yep. Yuppers. I don't know if I would do that one with like one knee on the ground or whatever, right? I learned that one in my old Hapkido days. I think I see this one in Aikido sometimes. In this one, the guy's probably just going to somersault. And then punch you in the face. That one's kind of... I see that sometimes when people are trying to omoplata, but if you let go of the guy, he just does a forward roll, you know. So, you know. Folded wrist lock. Interesting. Alternative folded wrist lock. Okay. Fist twisting. Tori catches Uke's fist in both hands and twists Uke's wrist, turning Uke onto his back. Well, there you go. That's a good thing to know, I guess. Finger hold. This action is strictly barred in any form by the Kodokan. However, it is still retained as an efficient means of holding an opponent by the protagonists of self-defense. Well, that's good. There's protagonists. God forbid it's antagonists. Wrist turn. He's doing kind of an Osotogiri there. When practicing these self-defense movements, they must be carried out to a pre-arranged plan, otherwise they will result in serious injury to your partner. Work together without resisting at first until the actions are smooth. Once you begin to acquire the repertoire, it will be a master of indifference as to what resistance is met.